Hi folks, this is all the fruit. Here I have what is known as the lucky nut, or the cascabel, or the yellow oleander, a common ornamental plant throughout the tropics and subtropics. Here I am on the subtropical island of Tenerife, but you can also find this plant in fully tropical areas. Well, the old Latin name, Thevetia peruviana, shows that it comes from Peru and the adjoining areas. Well, the new name, Cascabel Thevetia, is also quite interesting. What's so special about this plant? Well, it can grow as a shrub or as a little tree, like here. As I said, it's a popular ornamental tree, so popular that actually when it spread from America to India, for example, became quite an important plant with religious significance in India, and also with other very sinister significances. Well, let's look at the fruit. Is the fruit edible? Well, the name yellow oleander should give us a hint that we should probably stay away from it. Why is it called yellow oleander? Okay, the leaves are a little bit similar. The fruit are not similar at all to oleander. The flowers are kind of similar, but still quite different. So why is it called yellow oleander? Well, I give you a hint. It's from the same family, so it's called yellow oleander because of the toxicity. Well, mostly because of the toxicity. I still don't know why it's called lucky nut, but I know why it's called cascabel. When we look at the ground, well, first when we look at the plant, it has nice yellow flowers, then it produces nice green fruit, they turn black, fall to the ground, slowly rot away, revealing a little seed inside, which, well, a lot of bigger seeds are known as nuts or other seeds. It looks like a little bell or rattle. And actually it's also commonly made into a bell or rattle. Basically you just need to drill a couple holes, remove the seeds, or put some other more rattling seeds inside, and you can start rattling it. You can commonly buy it as little rattles and bells throughout the tropics, because a lot of cultures produce a lot of stuff from it. Well, Cascabel in Spanish means little bell or little rattle. Yeah, that could be one reason why this one is called Cascabel, because it looks like a little rattle and you can make little rattles out of it, or bells. Well, the other reason is Cascabel also refers to the rattle of the rattlesnake. And this thing is about as poisonous as a rattlesnake. Well, okay, the rattlesnake is venomous. This one cannot bite you, so it's poisonous. Poisonous to pretty much all mammals, also to insects, fungi, microorganisms and so on. Funny thing is, a couple birds eat it. Well, it's so poisonous that it bears the same name as the rattlesnake, Cascabella, because Cascabella doesn't just refer to the rattle of the rattlesnake, it refers to the whole animal. And it doesn't just refer to the rattle of the yellow oleander, it refers to the whole poisonous plant. Well, I said in southern India it has religious significance. It's used for religious decoration, but it's also a preferred method of suicide in southern India. Not just for suicide, also for homicide, and also for killing animals. And there is also a lot of accidental poisoning. I mean, big, blackish, juicy fruit, yeah, you could eat it. You could crack the seeds and you could crack the bell and eat the seeds, but please don't do it, because this is one of the really deadly plants. If something is commonly being used as a method of suicide, you can be sure that it's very deadly. Yeah, as I said, it's being used for suicide, for homicide, for killing animals, for its antifungal and antimicrobial properties. Yeah, a couple birds eat it, but birds eat a lot of things that are poisonous for us. And the funny thing is, in some experiments it's being shown to increase sperm count in rats. So maybe this is the next Viagra, who knows. Well, now I'm not suicidal. I don't feel suicidal, and the part which people usually get killed with or kill themselves with are the seeds. I think the fruit is still very poisonous, but I'll try a little bit just to find out what it tastes like. Please don't do this at home or anywhere else, folks. This is an incredibly poisonous plant. Don't eat even the smallest amount of it. I'm gonna do it so that you don't need to. Okay, let me show doing it. Quite a mild taste. A bit of sourness. A bit of a very mild flavor. No bitterness, nothing else to suggest. Some sweetness. Oh my. This thing does not just look like the white sapote. The taste reminds of an unripe white sapote. Yeah, the same consistency as a white sapote, but a little bit harder. So basically like an unripe white sapote. A similar taste, but not much sweetness. Yeah, the taste, the consistency, the looks, everything reminds of a white sapote. Now I can see why so many people accidentally poison themselves. Now let's try a ripe one. Black liquid. Not much taste. It looks like the liquid is caramelized, but no, there is not much to it. But now I can understand why there are so many accidental poisonings. Actually, if you don't know this plant, you might think that the fruit are edible. Yeah. Oh my god, a really dangerous plant. It's so funny, so many common ornamentals are edible, but so many other common ornamentals are just deadly. The oleander growing next to it is just as deadly. Well, for example, the hibiscus growing behind it, it's edible. The agave is edible, and so on. Our ornamentals are basically a mix of unknown edible fruits and unknown strong toxins. So folks, please don't eat any part of the yellow oleander. Don't feed it to anybody or anything. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful sunny island of Tenerife. And of course, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.